Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. We got a video today from Modern King. When I send the breakup text hoping...
Well, if you're gonna play stupid games, you're gonna win stupid prizes. Also, that's very manipulative, if you know what I'm saying.
Remember this, Sam. All girls are bi. You just need to find out if she is bipolar, bilingual, bisexual, or just a
Boys, you see how your mom's completely freaking out because she thinks she's too late to check out of the hotel, and she's acting like there was a horrific car accident or her child is dying or dead. Her panic level's like this. It doesn't make any sense, right? That's what women do. They go from here to full on crazy, and it doesn't match the actual circumstance that's happening.
Usually
So it's important info for you guys to learn, okay? You understand?
I'm single as of yesterday.
You had a man before yesterday.
For 2 years. I'm not gonna lie, I got an appointment coming.
Well, who?
My best friend.
You were friends with this guy while you were dating your boyfriend?
I've been friends with him before I knew my ex, I guess now.
I'm so disappointed in you, though.
Why?
You're going to go your best friend a day after breaking up with your boyfriend. That means you wanted to your best friend while you were dating your boyfriend.
It's kind of more complicated, like...
Can we stop pretending like having a guy best friend isn't a huge problem? That's like me going to my nutritionist and saying, all right, I'm gonna start the keto diet. Let's do this. I am committed to this. Let's go. And then every time I sat down to eat something, I had a pack of Oreos with me. The nutritionist looks at the Oreos like, what's up with those? Oh, these, don't worry about these. I'm not gonna eat those. Oh, you're not gonna eat them? So why do you have them with you? Oh, these Oreos, I done had these Oreos since before I started this diet. I love these Oreos. These Oreos are cool. Don't worry about them. I have zero interest in eating them. I just like having them around. And the nutritionist be like, okay, so you ain't never had Oreos before? You don't like Oreos? No, I've had Oreos before. I just never had these ones, and I never will have these ones. Trust me, I will never eat these Oreos. And then one day that diet starts getting really hard.
When he uses the Oreo reference, it sounds even more like outrageous.
You start thinking, man, I've been doing everything for this diet, but I ain't seeing no results. This diet ain't doing nothing for me. You look over and you see that pack of Oreos over there. Do you understand what I'm trying to say here?
It makes perfect sense, but women who think it's okay to have male best friends are just cheaters in denial. So there's no point in arguing with them. Just avoid them at all costs.
All right, I need y'all to settle the argument for me before I get a divorce. So I'm making some chicken tenders on the grill, right? It's me, my wife, her daughter, my daughter. They don't like barbecue sauce. She's furious. She's pissed off at me right now because there's something to do with the way this chicken looks. Can somebody tell me? She's like, so this is the one you made for you and your daughter, and this is the one you made for me and my daughter. And I'm like, yeah, this is why I put barbecue sauce on this one because you guys said you don't like barbecue sauce. See, this is like the last couple pieces that'll go there to make the piles just as big. But she's like, you don't see anything wrong with this. And I'm like, what?
I want to see what Emily explains. I'm like also confused. What exactly is wrong?
What should I see wrong with it? I see 2 piles of chicken. Mine and my daughters have barbecue sauce because we like that, and yours don't because you got it. What did I do wrong? Okay, real quick, now that the rest of the tenders are off, their pile actually looks bigger, in my opinion, which I don't know. She won't tell me what is wrong. She just keeps saying, you can't tell me what's wrong with this. You can't look at this and tell me what's wrong with this. This is one you made for us, and that's one you made for you. Like, what did I do?
Marrying someone who finds a way to start arguments out of nothing is a recipe for disaster.
And a man is in a relationship for love. If he in a real, what is he in a relationship for?
You tell us that. That's a good question. What do you think men is in relationship?
Love.
Y'all said no. Hell no.
What am I getting besides somebody saying they love me?
So you think men?
What am I here for if all I'm getting is what you're saying you're giving me?
Which is the love.
What am I getting? So what am I here for? You name it.
It gotta be love because there's nothing else that's coming.
Thank
from
you.
Yeah.
I don't believe that though.
that's the
you logically went through it yourself in your head and you agreed, but you still disagree.
Fucked up part about it.
I don't believe that.
That fucked up part about what the fuck else am I getting?
That's a fact, but I don't believe that. But that is a fact.
That's a part about being delusional.
It's a fact, but I don't believe it.
As a woman.
Yeah, you're right. Because you're not really getting nothing else. And if a man is really there, it's gotta be because he love you.
Thank you.
Because he don't gotta be there.
That's why I say men love unconditionally, women love conditionally.
That's a fact.
That's the truth. Like, at the end of the day, I ain't getting else.
Do you feel like that's what it is for men in general?
But a man dealing with a woman that he feel like, babe, you ain't gotta do nothing. I deal with you because I love you. Nothing else. True. What else? Why am I doing it? Why? You're just not lucky. Right. I love you.
Right. So it's come down to love them.
What else?
She can't believe it because she isn't in a relationship for love. She's in it to see how much value she can extract from him and how easy he can make her life. They tell on themselves without even realizing it.
So he came home and he was like, babe, I lost my job. I'm like, all right, cool. So a month later, like the bills, it was time for the bills or whatever, and I'm like, the bills due, babe, or whatever. And he was like, okay, I'm not working. And I'm just, in a month, like, it's all kind of hustles. You could have been doing something or whatever. So I told him, I said, look, if I pay these bills, are you going to pay?
Like, so when women ask money from men to pay bills and stuff, what were you doing all this month? There are all kind of hustles.
Me the money back. This man had the nerve to tell me, why should I pay my wife back for paying our bills? I told this man from day one, my money is my money. And his money is our money. Why should I spend my money paying the bills? Like, no, he should have paid me back. So that's when I decided, like, I can't be with this man no more. So I had sex with his homeboy. Like, we all cool. I texted his homeboy or whatever. We went together. We left. I met up with him. And we was chilling, we was drinking or whatever. And I started venting. I started getting emotional. One thing led to the next. I did not purposely mean to do what I did with his friend. But things happen. Like, y'all understand what I'm going through. So, his friend ended up giving me some money or whatever. And he was like, babe, look, don't worry about it. Handle whatever you got to handle. Like, his friend was every single thing I desire in a man. Like, everything I desire in a man. And, ain't nobody trying to hear my side. Ain't nobody trying to hear.
Again, no accountability. But the part that I want you to focus on is how she switched up on him the second she couldn't use him for his money anymore.
Yep.
This is a lot more common than people think. Here's another example of it.
31.
And your ex-husband did what?
He's a doctor. He's a psychiatrist.
And how long ago were you married?
Up until 3 years ago.
How much older was your husband than you?
We'll say 35 years.
So he's 53?
Currently, yes.
Why'd y'all divorce?
My husband got sick with cancer, and that changed him, and it changed the dynamics of our marriage.
Is he in remission?
Yes, he is.
And who filed for divorce?
I did.
Why?
He became mentally, emotionally, and financially abusive.
He took care of you just fine up until he got sick.
Correct.
And then when he was fighting for his life, you became a snowflake. Did you have to work when you were married?
No, but I chose to.
No, you didn't have to. No. You chose. But you didn't pay no real bills. You didn't have no skills. Knock it off. I'm gonna be honest, man. This is a whole mess. So even the way you're talking, it just sounds like, ugh. And how tall are you?
I'm 5'4".
How much do you weigh?
180.
Goodbye.
Last time I saw my ex-girlfriend, she said that she loved me. We started crying in an Olive Garden, which was crazy. She called me her missing puzzle piece. That's what made me start crying. It's like a little thing that we had. 3 weeks later, I found out she was with another guy.
Last time I saw Shorty, she told me I was the only man that she wanted while she wept in my chest. She was weeping in my chest and she said, "You're the only man that I want." Then she grabbed me and she kissed me like it was her last night on earth. 7 days later, she was in a relationship with another guy and told me that she didn't owe me an explanation of why that happened. Yeah.
If you wanted to be a wife in the 1950s, these are the things you would have to be able to do.
She must know how to cook, know food. She must know how to set her table attractively.
Don't care too much about that.
She must know how to make her home comfortable and inviting. She must know the worth of labor-saving devices and how best to conserve her time and energy. She must know clothes, how to buy, and how to make them.
The making part is definitely not part of it anyway.
She must face death to bring children into the world.
It was a lot more dangerous back then, a lot more deaths because, you know, modern technology.
She must raise them, care for them, and pilot them safely to the threshold of manhood and womanhood.
That's it.
To her husband, she must be a companion, a sweetheart, a wife, and a mother.
Yep.
She must stir his ambition, pull him through failure, and keep success from hurting him.
Doesn't sound like a hard life at all.
She must make social contact. She must widen her own horizon and find time for culture.
Hey, Matt.
I'm not selling the car.
Yes, you are selling the car. I already told you. It's either the car or our family because I'm
What are you
I'm pretty much
talking about
over
right
it.
now?
Yes, I'm pretty much
You're
over
literally
it.
making 0 cents right now.
Matt, I am 1,000% serious that the more I think about it, it just pisses me off about how much money we spent on that car or how much money we could be
joking
saving
right
if
now?
we got rid of your car.
We're not selling the car. There's
Yeah.
no reason to sell the car.
Okay, whatever.
What are you talking about? What are you doing? Did you really just throw that out there?
Yes.
I believe this was a skill.
No, you can't pull it for somebody's house.
I don't care. Why would you throw it out the window?
Because you're making me angry. I already told you it's me or the car and you're not deciding.
What I'm saying is you have to learn how to communicate, okay? You're just gonna sit there and not say nothing.
I said already.
You have nothing to say now.
Nah, you got it.
Is that all you're gonna say? Oh, you got it. Rest you got it. That's all you want to say just to dismiss me, right? Look at me when I'm talking to you.
Babe, I'm driving. I gotta pay attention to the road. Why you grabbing my face?
You feel like this like means everything? This right here on my finger? You feel like that's all you had to do? Now your job is done?
You know what? I think you woke up on the wrong side of the bed today, so.
How I'm feeling right now, it's like I don't even want this anymore. Like for real, that's really how I'm feeling. Like, okay, this ring.
What?
You don't care, right? This ring.
Are you kidding me?
Both.
Again, I don't know if they're skits. I'm almost positive they are, but women would be willing to do that to themselves, yeah.
For those examples show adults with the maturity and emotional control of a toddler. Disrespecting your husband and throwing the ring out the window just because you're upset is disgusting.
Yeah, I don't know if those two were skits or not, but women are just a-holes. They are much more willing to destroy things as long as it hurts you. They're more than willing to destroy their own things or your things as long as it hurts you. That's all they ever really care about is hurting you. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that, and catch you guys next time.